for your audience that don't know, because I'm sure you have a lot of people that are not Spanish speaking, and you know there are some that are not familiar with Spanish music, because we did cross over to a lot of non-Spanish speaking people. DLG group, we started in the 90s. 95 was our first single. We were actually the first group to come back with singles, because they weren't selling singles, they were only selling albums. And our first hit was No Morirá. Muévete. That album did really well. We got nominated for our first Grammy. And then we had our second hit, which they thought it was going to be our sophomore jinx. They thought it was just a gimmick. And that was our #1 selling album. That's the first time we sold over 1 million records. And then Juliana, La Quiero Morir. Juliana, qué mala, entregué todo de mí. You know, that was a smash. Volveré.
I was actually going through a lot of the the music videos just for memory's sake, because DLG was like a big part of my life, especially back when my aunt was alive. There's only 2 people my aunt will play, DLG and Fulanito, and that's it. That is it. Because just like I said, it's just the Puerto Rican version. You have the Dominican version. That's all it is. So it's just yin yang.
We won an Emmy with that album. We won the Emmy, and then the third album we got nominated for another Grammy. We broke up in 2001. I got a new singer, 2007, and then about 2009, 2010, I got nominated for my third Grammy. We won a Latin Grammy. Our music is a fusion of reggae, some hip hop, R&B, chords and stuff like that, and singing. The lead singer was Huey Dunbar, and he sings American music. We weren't familiar. We were just Latino heritage, but American bred, and so we didn't even really speak Spanish as good as we did when we first started. You know, I'm not engulfed in the cigar culture and how to cut it and how to light it. I know all those things, but I learned from old school. You know, because I've been smoking cigars a long time. 14 years old, that's a party in my house, and I wasn't allowed to smoke out of my house. I got caught smoking cigars. I was about 12 years old.
Wow.
Never weed, never cigarettes, never nothing, just cigars. And when I was in junior high school, I got caught with cigars, and the dean laughed so loud because he smoked cigars. He said, "You're not even in trouble. I ain't never seen in the 100 years I've been a dean, I ain't never seen no kid with a cigar." You know, it wasn't popular. I used to go to the bodega store downstairs. They were Cuban from where I grew up. I grew up in Spanish Harlem. And I literally used to buy Cuban cigars for $1.50 because he used to just get bales of them. You know what I mean? Wow. And I used to say it was for my uncle. He used to laugh because he caught me smoking one, and I was literally like 13, 14 years old. So I'm dying for you guys to come through and check it out.
Yo, listen, we're on it. We're down for it.
On it. Just give us
anything with this. I'm down for it. Anything for like more authentic, because like I said, like I was just saying before, commercialized stuff after a while it loses its value when it comes to quality. Yes, it's on the cigar aficionado. You see the people with the little bourbon cups, the suckling little no, the little snobby, and it's like, yeah, it's cool. You know, when you first get into cigars, you know, you're like 1 year in, you want to get the Davidoff, you want to get the Plasencia, you want to get the Padron 1964s. But once you establish yourself, you're like, you know what? Let me go for these holes in the walls, and let me actually get like something that's like a very obscure Arturo Fuente, or these Southern Draw, or these very small companies that no one knows about.
We were signed to Sony. Great time. We did a couple of movies, Dance With Me and Woo, and we won the Emmy for the commercial. I don't know if you remember when you was younger. I don't know, you might be too young, but we did a commercial on Channel 41, Se Siente 41, and that's the one we won the Emmy for. Se Siente 41.
Yeah.
So we went up for that commercial, and you know, and then we branched off from there. And
like I said, like if you go into bodega, you're gonna hear DLG.
Thank God, bro, because we still get those checks for those, man.
Yeah, man.
Exactly.
Thank God.
Man, listen, man. Like your music is like the second I can bring up your name to any Latin person, they go DLG. Yeah, I know who they are. I know.
Yeah,
DLG.
I was known for wearing the hat, so you always say the
always tell them like the one that got the cigar, the one that be dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that, Remy Martin and Cognac are champagnes. Did you know that?
Not really.
No. Did you know that they're champagnes? What makes a liquor champagne? Did you know that? Did you know what it is?
No.
Is it the grape?
Okay, so it's made in Champagne, France, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
okay.
When the plant grows with the grapes, the closer it is to the root, the darker the berry. As it grows and gets further out from the root, it becomes lighter. That's your white wine, and then the process of making champagne. So when you get a chance, just pick up like a bottle of Remy or something, or Hennessy, XO, and it'll say fine champagne. That's your homework. Check it out.
There's only one company that I like that I feel like they don't make bad sticks. And Rick's gonna call me a homer on this one, but it's Drew Estate, because Drew Estate they have more than 15 different sticks.
So let me ask you a question. I saw you had him on your podcast.
Go for it.
I have a quick question. Do you know the
So, but you know what the fun? Here's a funny thing. We don't consider ourselves industry.
Yeah, Angel was my manager for a couple of years.
Okay,
my road manager, and he actually he was looking for her. He found her. He brought her to me, and I was like, "Yo, she's amazing." The funny thing is, the first time I met her, I'm going to the studio, and you guys familiar with Ted Smooth?
I'm familiar.
Ted Smooth, straight face. You remember?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he's the one that made the Beyonce, and he does a lot of remixes. Anyway, I started with him in music, and he had a studio in South Bronx, which is now like a real millennial yuppie area. And I'm coming to the studio to listen to her. She's going to the store. She sees me, and as you can see, I dress regular. I'm not the suit guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So she sees me like this. She thought I was gonna rob her.
Oh wow!
So the first time I met her, she thought I was gonna rob her. So she crossed the street. She gets upset. She runs to the store. She comes back, and I'm going into the store. She's coming out. She runs back up. She's like, "Oh my God, you guys don't understand. You don't understand. I almost got robbed." And I got robbed. It was this guy, and that's him. Well, let's change the Barba. Then she's like, "Oh my God," because she was a fan at first, And so I heard her, and then I called my producer and everything. Fast forward 2 or 3 years later, he was like, "Yeah, man, she's good. What do you think we get together? You do something with her?" And I said, "Yeah, absolutely. Let's run with it." I marched into the Spanish station. I was the first one to put reggaeton on mainstream radio.
Wow.
I don't know if you ever heard of an album called MVP. MVP.
I think I have. Yeah.
Dale, don dale.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course.
Okay, so that was the first project I did after DLG. So it was me, Gocho, Danny, and Raul. Raul was the money guy that was the label. Danny was the promotion guy who worked for Sony, left Sony to do that. Gocho knew all the street guys, and it was me who was able to do the whole movement because of my popularity.
Yeah.
And I put Dale Don Dale. They wanted to put another song in, and there was a big argument. I got a sponsor. I got Shivers Regal to sponsor us and everything. It was like, I forgot what it was, like $35,000 for something. And then, which wasn't a lot of money, but it's still a lot of money for the reggaeton. I told them they wanted to hear my new song because everybody wanted to know what I was going to do after DLG. I was like, fuck my song. I got this song right here that's going to be a smash. They're trying to promote Tempo. I was like, this Dale Don Dale shit is the... And Cyan Lennox. We have Angel and Chris. Yep. And if you get the original album, you look on the back of it, my daughter's name is Zulissa and my son's name is James at the time. I have another daughter named Zeta. But at the time, so I made my ASCAP company is Zuli Jam. My BMI music company as a label is Zuli Jam. So if you look on the back of it, it says Zuli Jam Publishing. So I did the publishing on that album.
Oh, that was for Angeliques or which one?
Angeliques, Sonny Lennox, Don Omar, Tempo, Javia. I forgot who else. It was like nine artists, different artists.
Wow.
Oh, Chesina.
Okay.
And that was my first project after DLG.
Publishing is where the money's at.
I get you a couple of stars that smoke, and
that would be.
We'll do some on the yard.
Yo, that would be amazing.
I'm down for that.
We'll talk about that behind the scenes. That's gonna cost you about $500,000. So we won't talk money in front of it. I'm joking, brothers. I'm joking. I'm really proud of you guys, man. I really, really appreciate you. I really appreciate your idea. I love your movement. Keep doing what you're doing. I want to tell you one more thing. I just think that that you guys have the momentum and you don't even realize it. And I hope and pray that you guys build on it, especially with the knowledge from your partner right there and from your experience. Experience and knowledge together, because I'm not saying you don't have knowledge, but the knowledge that you need for where you're going, he has, and for the experience that you have as in your maturity. And I think that comes from cigar smoking, being around people with like-minded tendencies. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I just hope that you guys build on it, and I'm sure that it's going to be very successful.